Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Mountain Blade Warband Anno 1257, and we have just raided the port city of Corinthos, taken all of their worldly goods, or as much as we could carry anyway, and now we are heading back home in order to sell our ill-gotten gains. One thing worth noting is we cleaned Nicaea out in the last episode, so they have no money. So basically we have to go to Chonai and then Smyrna, since it is now no longer under siege. Hopefully there is still not an army running around. And we're going to hope for the best. So first thing, I'm going to move slowly in parts to make this work well. So in the last episode, we spoke a little bit about the army composition of the Nicaean Empire and the Byzantine Empire of this time. So let's go into a bit more detail on that. Interestingly enough, as I said in the previous episode, the mercenary component of the armies of this period was higher than anything else. This actually became a problem, and the current emperor ruling from Nicaea at this time in 1257, Theodore II Lascaris, he believed the Hafsid dynasty has declared war against the Kingdom of Sicily. Okay, he believed that the weakness of the Nicaean army resulted from the huge amount of foreign mercenaries and their dependence on foreign mercenaries in the army. So he tried to recruit more native Greeks into the fold. He also dropped morale of some troops are low. One Greek medium swordsman, one Greek light spearman have deserted the party. Why is... Okay, stop. Is this because of... It's the party size. Okay. Crap. So we have leadership, we have food variety, we have base morale, recent events. I don't know why our morale would be down. We're raiding villages, that's good. But we're in trouble. So, crap. Let's see here. We have 36 light spearmen. I guess we can lower that to 25. And we have 34 javelineers. We can also lower that to 25. So I guess we'll just get rid of... Well, the levies are cheap, though. That's the good thing about them. But they become light spearmen and they're ready to upgrade. No, I shouldn't spend money to upgrade them if I'm just going to end up disbanding them. That's stupid. Alright, so let's... And we can't disband the ones that are ready to be upgraded. Alright, we're disbanding all of them. I want a bigger army, but I don't have the leadership skill apparently to carry it. Now my renewal cost is much lower, but still. Alright, morale is negative 54? What? Alright, I don't understand how morale works in this game. I don't understand. They said I had too big of a party, so I shrunk my party size. And as a result, my recent events morale dropped to compensate, so nothing changed. I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason for all of this, and they didn't just decide to be as nonsensical as possible when they were making this mod. Although you never know, I suppose. Venice and the Holy Roman Empire. Good. I hope the Holy Roman Empire stomps Venice into the dust for what they did to us. So interestingly enough, after Theodore Lascaris, after he wanted to lower the amount of mercenaries in the army, remember now he was succeeded by Michael VIII Palaeologus, Michael increased the number of mercenaries in the army because his role in the army previously was leading the Latin mercenaries. So that problem with that was, of course, that it caused the empire to have no money. It took a lot of money to hire all those mercenaries, and that was a problem. Arms merchant, no, he has no money. Horse merchant, yes, I just bought horses from him, so he has some money. Tools, furs, salt, linen. No, ooh, shoot, not the dried meat. Put that back, dried meat. Linen. No, not the grain. What am I doing, man? I'm doing a terrible job here. honey, dyes, butter, 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 and butter. Good, good, good. Goods merchant. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I'll keep the dried. Well, we have plenty of dried meat. 75. Alright. Alright, so that's about as much money as we're going to have in the near future. So let's head back. And let's, you know what? Let's go back to Sardis. We've had some successful raids. Let's go back to my fief. Maybe spend some money on it. There it is. So you may be wondering, if the Nicaean and Byzantine armies were mostly mercenaries, exactly what groups did those mercenary troops were they made up of? And there are many, actually, but right now first we're going to meet with the Elder, and we're going to see if he needs anything. No, he doesn't really need anything. Okay. Well, this is my village. Let's manage it. Okay, build a manor house. That's what they were talking about. How much does that cost? 8,000. I don't have enough money for that. But what would be useful? A mill increases prosperity by 5%, but it's 6,000. A school increases loyalty, but it costs 9,000. Nah. A messenger post is 4,000. Send a message whatever enemies are nearby. It doesn't feel like I want to spend money on something like a school or a watchtower. But it just, again, money's so hard to come by in this game. I don't know what to do. Let's go back here. And we don't need supplies. So, alright. Should we raid another village? Might be kind of scary to do, but we can go up north to the realm around Nicaea, and then we can try to raid the villages around Constantinople. Just make sure there aren't any Latins running around here. So what mercenaries made up the Nicaean or the Byzantine armies of this period? Well, let's go through them. There were the Alans, who were a Christian Turk faction who were found around the Caucasus Mountains. So roughly, it won't let me go to them. Around here, what is today Georgia, parts of Russia, like Chechnya, I guess. And they were mostly light cavalry archers. And there I am, Marcus Aurelius. There were also a few Armenians. Now, they were not from what we today know as Armenia. They were from an area called Cilicia, right around here, which currently in this game is shown as being owned by the Crusader states, but it was actually Armenian. And as they started being recruited by the Byzantines, they were indistinguishable really from native Byzantine troops, but as time wore on, they became more and more Latinized in their style of fighting and armor due to their connection with the Crusader states. Let's cross over, and good luck to us. There was also Bulgarian mercenaries, although rather than being actual standing armies, they are more like bands of brigands. Rodosto. Actually, no, Delicus. It's a little bit out of the way. Who are you? Okay, Republic of Pisa. You're green, so I guess that means nothing. Take a hostile action. Loot and burn the village. Excellent. So yeah, Bulgarian brigands, also bow-armed light cavalry. You're probably seeing a pattern here. There are also Cretans, because Crete used to belong to the Byzantine Empire, but it was conquered by the Venetians. 2,000 dinars. Excellent. I'm actually doing pretty well now. And so the Cretans, when they were conquered by the Venetians, a lot of them were refugees and they were resettled in Byzantine lands. And morale is still very low. One Greek archer has deserted the party. This is not good. This is not good at all. There are also Cumans, who were a nomadic steppe people of Asiatic origins that were actually quite instrumental in the armies of the Byzantine Empire. They were horse archers, again, like so many others. There were so many of them, they actually had their own unit name, which was the Scythicon. Okay, 125 dinars. And we'll continue to loot. Really, oil's the best you got. So this village, not entirely wealthy. It's got some stuff. Okay, and that's all we can carry. So we are returning. There was also, in this period, a little bit of Hungarian cavalry. Actually, oh, cattle. I would have to slaughter them and sell the meat, and that would imply that the person I sell them to has to have some money, which they may not. But cattle, Drive the cattle onward. I guess I'll take the cattle, sure. Why not? So let's try to cross the straits in peace. Come on, cattle. We have places to go. There was said to be some Hungarian cavalry fighting for Michael VIII in 1259. Who are you? Golden Horde, not worried about you. There are also a bunch of Latins, who could mean anyone from Western Europe, but generally, when the Byzantines referred to the Latins, what they were referring to were the Franks, the French. And they were considered the backbone of the Nicaean military during this time. They, and to a lesser extent, the Cumans. There was actually a general post that was created in order to manage the Latins because there were so many of them, and that post was called the Magos Constabilis. And the Latins were also referred to as the Latinicon. The marketplace. You have some money. Okay. We can sell you... What can we sell you? We can sell you some salt, anyway. Armor merchant. Sell you some salt. Horse merchant. Sell you some oil. And not much else, really. Nope. Goods merchant. We could sell you some oil and some... no. Let's take that back. Some oil and maybe some linen. And that's that. So it looks like what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go to the Ilkhanate lands because they're the only ones now who have money to buy what we're selling. Well, I guess we could try Smyrna, although they've been in some bad straits lately, so there may be evil armies hanging out there, but we can give it a try. There's that Golden Horde caravan. We still have our cattle following us. Also, rounding out the mercenary forces of the Byzantines and Nicaeans in this time were a little bit of Serbians. During Michael VIII's time, they said there's about 600 to 1,000 Serbians who fought in the Nicaean armies. And finally, of course, the Turks, the Seljuk Turks. They claim that there was roughly 5,000 Seljuk Turks around the time of Michael VIII, and there were so many of them they had their own name. They were the Persicon Corps. So as you can see, economic and military stability does not come from having the majority of your empire's armed forces be paid mercenaries of other peoples, increasingly peoples that you are off and on at war with. Uh-oh. Well, there's only 50 of them, and they're being chased, so... Latin mercenary spearmen, Guisarmers, range horsemen, Greek mounted skirmishers. I think we could take these guys, but we can't catch them. They go 3.6, 3.1. Whatever. Oh. Oh, he's following me, is he? So that means he thinks he could beat me. So I better not risk it. Let's go to the marketplace. Ah, good, you have money. I love dealing with people who have money. 986. 1182. That's good. Armor merchant. Okay. A bit tedious, I will grant you. But it's better than chasing after brigands all the time. And we are supposedly, in some way, harming the Latin Empire. I didn't see that he hardly had any money. Okay, and the goods merchant should have plenty of money. Yes, he does. Go with hides, date fruit, hides. We're going to keep all that. Leatherwork. olives, olives. And that's that. So we have some good money here. Leave. By the way, all of this information that I've given you in the past 2 episodes regarding the military composition of the Nicaean Empire and the Byzantine Empire of this time period is from the book Byzantine Armies, AD 1118 through 1461, by a gentleman by the name of Ian Heath, and it is part of the Osprey Publishing Men at Arms collection. Interestingly enough, I have a ton of books on the Byzantine armies of the previous periods, but only this one on this period. It's generally, I guess, a period that there's not much writing about. And look at all these guys. They're just leaving these Latin guys alone. And apparently he must feel that he has the jump on me because he is not running from me. And I don't want to risk losing a battle, so I'm just going to head home with my cattle. I guess I could slaughter them. Sell them for, well, for money. It's normally what you sell things for. Okay. Roving Robber Knight Band. Can we? Oh, we can. Alright, let's take out some robber knights. I mean, they might have some good stuff for us. Okay. Oh, no. That Strategos is helping us, so that means that he's going to take part of the booty. Infantry. Hold this position. Stand closer. Alright. Hey, guys. Guys. Guys, you're in my way. Guys. Guys. Will you please? There we go. Okay. Let's just get the high ground here. It is sunset or sunrise or sun something. Oh, there he is. There's an enemy knight. And we got him with a javelin. Nice. Nice. Okay. Infantry, will you please get back in line? What are you guys doing? Oh, right, we're supposed to go first person. How do we do that again? There we go. Alright, let's get some speed. And maybe this will help. Maybe it won't. We'll see. I don't think that worked. Let's try again. Nope. Okay, I'm not the world's best mounted horseback fighter. But I took out that guy. Alright. And that guy. Alright, things are finally happening. And it looks like we've won. No, there's 2 enemies somewhere. Oh, I see one. Okay. Let's run him down. Let's not crash into the tree. Oh, this better work. Nice. Level 4. Alright. There's apparently one more of them somewhere. No, there isn't. We won. That was awesome. We didn't lose anybody. Although 2 Greek mounted skirmishers of our allies were killed. I don't care about that. We gained 1 morale and 1 renown, which is good. Access the item pool. What do we have? We have a... Wow. A Lithuanian shield and some caps. Excellent. Excellent! Let your hero select your... Okay, done. Well, 45 dinars. Can't complain, right? So that was fun. I'm learning first person. That's good. So to summarize, obviously, the armies of the Nicaean Empire and the Byzantine Empire of this period were heavily mercenary focused, which I believe eventually led to their downfall because they ran out of money, and really the only strength they had at this point was money. And by hiring your enemies to fight for you against other enemies, generally not a very good proposition for your internal security. But the empire was on the ropes, so they didn't have very many other options. Thank you Once again, so much for watching. I'm Marcus Aurelius. Have a good one.